You all seem to enjoy this series I've been doing where I talk about two different stocks. I dive deep into them and give you my reasoning on why I'm investing into them. Some of them I have in my portfolio, most of them I talk about I do, and some of them I don't. Either way, here's two more stocks that I have high conviction of and do see myself investing a lot more money into in the future. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into it. Let's go. Both of these stocks are up over 100% on the year already. I'm personally up over 100% in one of the positions for that particular stock, and the other stock is up over 108%. But I personally believe that there is still plenty of room for growth, and they will also both take advantage of the AI revolution that we're in right now. The first one is ticker symbol AMD. I'm sure you've heard all about AMD over the course of this year. Obviously, they're the major competitor when it comes to NVIDIA. I still think NVIDIA is a great investment as well, but I'm personally investing my money into AMD. There is already tons of information out online regarding AMD, and you can go obviously online and do all the research, but I do want to hit a couple home points here on why I'm investing big into AMD over the next 5 to 7 years. First things first, they just announced their brand new partnership a couple of weeks ago with OpenAI. OpenAI has been partnering with a lot of different companies over the course of this year, and AMD is their next major partnership. Not only will OpenAI use AMD's chips, but they also have an investment set in place. All you really need to know is that OpenAI has placed a major bet with AMD, and they're incentivizing AMD to pretty much produce the chipsets that they can do and also increase that share price to at least $600 per share. And they're not going to get there overnight, but they are going to get there by consistently executing and going forward with their plans. Like I already mentioned, why AMD over NVIDIA? NVIDIA is a great investment. If you're invested into NVIDIA, kudos to you because you're probably making a lot of money. I'm just going to give you some key points of why the AMD chipset could be better or pretty much is better than the NVIDIA chipset right now. AMD's chips have better process efficiency than NVIDIA's. They also come in at a lower cost than NVIDIA's, and they can have a higher capacity with more bandwidth. And you don't have to take my word for it. The market is already noticing. Another company that's doing pretty well in the stock market this year has switched from NVIDIA on over to AMD after losing millions of dollars renting the GPU clusters from NVIDIA. Meta is also using AMD, XAI is using AMD, and Iron Energy is using AMD. So for me personally, you're going to see AMD in the stock portfolio updates going forward. This is a minimum of a 5 to 7 year hold for me just to see how well it performed. I don't have a particular price target in mind, but I'm thinking at least about $600 because obviously AMD is incentivized to get the $600 from their OpenAI partnership. So definitely expect a little bit more when it comes to AMD's earning calls over the course of next year of all 2026 and 2027. With these second stocks that take advantage of this AI revolution that we're in right now is another high risk, high reward play. That stock is known as ticker symbol BITF or Bitfarms. I ended up picking up about 500 shares of Bitfarms when it was sitting at about $2.22 per share. Right now, the stock price is around $4 per share. So I think it's a great opportunity to grab some more. And that's why I'm making sure I mention it to you all. So what exactly is Bitfarms? As Bitcoin, the cryptocurrency, was taking off, a lot of people or a lot of companies started to invest into GPUs. They started buying a whole bunch of GPUs so they could mine Bitcoin. If you don't know the concept of mining Bitcoin, pretty much they would use a lot of computing power to try to mine a single Bitcoin or just Bitcoin in general. If you mine a Bitcoin, then pretty much you get the value of whatever that Bitcoin is worth. This is where it gets interesting because they still have all this technology today. They still have all these GPUs that set up and they allow you to use a lot of computing power. Now, mining Bitcoin, of course, is a great use of computing power. If some people want to do that, then by all means. But there's another great use that just kind of took off over the last couple of years, and that is machine learning and AI. Major companies like Amazon, like Microsoft, like Google, they all need this computing power to do cloud functions in the cloud or pretty much on the internet. So, of course, they would be major customers or could be major customers for Bitfarms. Now, Bitfarms already has 14 different data centers total. They're also expanding on a couple of data centers and creating their largest data center ever in Pennsylvania. This one's going to have 350 megawatts of power by the time it's done, and that should be by 2027. That is massive. That's a lot of power. That's a lot of data. So despite me being up over 105% right now, I'm still holding my position and I'm open to adding even more shares at this price point. We simply don't know where this is going to go, but I'm pretty sure we're going to need data centers no matter what. It seems like it's very high demand right now, and it's not easy just to build a data center. It takes a lot of money up front. So as a company that already has all this infrastructure, all these GPUs, everything ready to go, I think they're just simply ahead of the game. Of course, this transition from mining Bitcoin on over to AI, machine learning, and cloud computing will not be an easy one. They're definitely going to have to execute, and we just have to wait and see on that. The last risk I would say is that the stock is pretty volatile. So definitely if you're looking for something high risk, then this is it. And if you're not, then this simply isn't it. I've seen the stocks, like I said, go up to about $7, drop down to about $4 over a course of about 2 days. So it's very likely that that could happen to your investment as well. So if you're not willing to hold for the long term or just take that much risk, then I personally wouldn't be invested into this one. As I already mentioned, I have 500 shares of this in my IRA, but I'm interested in putting a little bit more money into it, just kind of gauging everything like that. I think it'll do pretty well in the long term. My price target right now is $10. So if it does get to $10, then I probably trim a decent amount of money off, but that's just my take. So let me know what you think down in the comment section below. How are we feeling about AMD? How are we feeling about Bitfarms? Do you have other comparisons that you would like to make that you would rather be invested into? On top of that, if you didn't know, investing.com is now a channel partner. So if you sign up with my link down below for investing.com, you will get 15% off. They have tons of different things on the website, plenty of research data, stock charts, all the financials. So whatever you need to know about a single company, you simply can type the ticker in on their website and it'll give you all the information. Like I said, you're going to get 15% off that pro membership if you use my link down below. As always, these are my personal investment decisions, and by all means, you should do your own due diligence and research when it comes to picking and buying or selling any of the positions that I talk about or any positions that you ever make. So let me know what you think down in the comment section below. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care of yourselves, stay safe, stay positive, and stay hydrated. I'm out. Dollar Mike. Peace.